What's going on, guys? It's time for another roster review. This time reviewing the February roster update that just came out yesterday. I was waiting for EA to release like a list of all the changes, but they never did that, so I'm just going to kind of do my best to fill you guys in on all the changes that I'm seeing. I think it's mostly like NHL rating changes as well as just like transactions throughout all the other leagues. As always, guys, go to rosters and download the most recent one. That, of course, is Online Roster 4, February 16th. Now, I think this is the first roster update since Roster Share went live, so for a lot of you guys probably aren't even going to use this roster, but I think it's still fun to kind of like review it, see where EA's head is at. I think, too, obviously, it'll still affect online versus probably some other stuff. And real quick, guys, before I show you the rating changes, if you wouldn't mind leaving a thumbs up on this video, it really helps me out. So, I'm just going to go through the NHL guys, show you all the changes. The first thing I noticed on Anaheim, Trevor Zegras now an 84, up from an 83. I think he deserves that, obviously playing quite well. What's this guy's Deacon at? 93, okay, so I think they gave that a bit of a boost there. I don't know how he still doesn't have like the It's Tricky X Factor. I don't think they've actually added any X Factors to people in roster updates. I think they're just, keeping their 50 guys with X Factors, which is fair enough, I guess. Looking through the rest of the players here, Maxime Comtois down to an 80. He started the year 84, so they dropped him by 2 twice. Kind of tough for him. Josh Mahura there should definitely be higher than a 77, I think. I really don't notice any other changes there. Coyotes, Clayton Keller's up by 1 to 84. He's been playing a lot better since the last roster update, so that's well-deserved. He shouldn't have been 83 ever. Gostisbehere there is an 83 now, opposed to 82. I don't know. I think 82 was probably more than enough for him. Looking at the rest of the Coyotes here, I don't really think any changes. Like, they're a pretty bad team. Capobianco here should be higher than a 75. Boston Bruins up next. I was looking at them. I know Craig Smith dropped by 1 to an 81. DeBrusk was already low. Foligno might have been 81, now an 80. Again, without a list, it's tough. You kind of just have to like look at the old ratings, try and remember everything. So Buffalo Sabres here are up next. I noticed Cousins in 83. I believe he was 82 before. Jeff Skinner now in 82. He started the year at 78. 78 for Jeff Skinner was way too low, even coming off a bad season. Tage Thompson down 82. Medium top 6. That makes him like a pretty good player in terms of value. Butcher should not be an 81. Mark Poso, was he like... I feel like he was an 80 before, but I can't remember if he was a 79 or 81. That just looks kind of different to me. Yoki Hardry there, low top 4 now, opposed to medium top 4. I'm trying to see here any other rating changes I noticed. Anders Bjork, 77. I feel like he was at least a 78. Casey Middlestat, I feel like he's down to a 77. I want to say he was a 79 before. 77 seems pretty low for Middlestat. Peyton Krebs was actually playing the NHL a bit. He could be higher than a 75, I think. Let's Johnny Boychuk, I totally forgot they had that contract. Calgary Flames here, Johnny Gaudreau up by 2 to 89. Well deserved. He's been having a career year, which makes sense whenever guys are... I was going to show you guys, but he's on the last year of his contract. Remember, that's the case. Guys play well. You can see that, of course, with Kadri too. Lindholm, Kachuk, Slade, Yates there. Of course, they've added Tyler Toffoli to the Flames. That's cool to see. I feel like Monahan got dropped by 1, was 84, now 83. Let's see. Shillington up to an 82. That's what I had him. I think they had him like an 81. The rest of the Flames here. Branson, I want to say, was like a 74, so they gave him a bit of a jump there. I think that's about it. Ruzicka might not have been a 75 previously. The Hurricanes here. Slavin should definitely be higher than 86. D'Angelo, big upgrade. He was an 81, now an 84. Obviously, he's putting up tons of points. He's showing why he's still a solid offensive defenseman. Jordan's still 82. I think that's a bit of a downgrade. I want to say he was an 83 or 84. Kokiniemi, 80 low elite. That's what I had him, but I don't know. I think he might have been still medium elite in-game. Again, sorry guys, hard to remember. Jeff Jarvis definitely got an upgrade. He's kind of proven himself as an NHL player. Steppen, 79, might be a change as well. Chicago Blackhawks up next here. I didn't notice Jonathan Toews gone down a bit. Now an 84. He was an 85. Same with Kubalik. He was an 83, now an 82. Gustin, still an 82. Should not be. He should be like an 80 max. Strum's 81 there. Looking at the rest of these guys. Hagel up to an 80. I think he was 78, 79. Carpenter's on the team, or sorry, not Carpenter. Lafferty's on the team after the Alex Nylander trade. Moving on now, guys, the Colorado Avalanche. Cale Makar's up to a 91, and they finally gave him high elite potential. I'm pretty sure they always had a medium elite, so putting some respect on who's most likely to be the Norris Trophy winner this year, that's pretty crazy. Like, Cale Makar is such a sick player. Also, too, Kadri now an 88. He's having an unreal year. I think 88, though, is a little bit high for Kadri. Like, that makes him the same rating as Landeskog. The same rating as DeBrincat, the same rating as Svechnikov, as Lindholm, as Kachuk. Kadri's a good player, and he's having a great season. I think 88's a bit too high for him. I think 87 is where I'd max him out, because other than this year, you'd have him at, like, an 85 or whatever, so I think there's a bit too much recency bias. Devin Taser actually got an upgrade now in 86. He was an 84, well deserved. I think you can even make him 87. I believe that's what I have him at. Gerard 85, kind of weird. Gerard's got all these X factors. Taves does not. Burakovsky 84. I believe we got a +1 from 83. Sandachushkin was 82. Let's see. Comfort might have been 81. Tyson Jost there. Alex Newhook. Trying to see. I feel like that's probably all the changes there for the Avalanche in terms of ratings. Cubs Blue Jackets here. Runsky definitely should have Heat Seeker, X Factor. Trying to see. These ratings look pretty similar to me, unless I'm just missing something obvious. Gavrikov might have gotten a slight upgrade from like an 80-81, because I believe he was lower before. Looking at the rest of these ratings here, peak 79. I want to say he was maybe like a 78. He should be at least an 80, I think. Chinikov probably should be like a 79. I feel like that's probably it for Columbus there. Again, guys, this is all mostly memory. The Dallas Stars here. Pavelski got a +1, now an 87. He's got that 96 hand-eye. Very good all-around player. It's crazy. He's like 37 years old, still performing well. Robertson 86. He might have been 85 before. Hintz 86. I think he was 85. Suter 85. Still is probably a little bit high. Sagan they dropped from 86 to 85. This one's tough because like when a guy's not playing well because of an injury, it's tough for me to downgrade him. I don't know. I feel like Sagan should probably be an 86 still. Gurianov should definitely not be medium elite. Radulov's down to an 83. I think he started the year 86. They dropped him to like 84. They dropped him again. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Anyone else here that stands out as a change? I don't really think so. Detroit Red Wings here. So this is pretty awesome. Lurk and Bertuzzi kept their ratings. Sider's now an 85. That's how you know he's going to win the Calder trophies. Higher rated than Raymond and Zegras in EA Sports. That's all you need to know. Let's see. Anyone else here? Fabry 82. I think that was the same. Suter 82, same. Now Zadina, I will say I'd probably make low elite. I think that's a bit more fair. Keep the rating. Make him low elite. Stetcher's down to an 80 still, which again makes no sense. He didn't really do anything wrong. DeKaiser 79. Rasmussen 78. I think he was a 79. Mark Stahl 77. I think he was a 75. But he's not like that bad. So definitely deserve that upgrade. Same with Lindstrom. Now 77. He's proven to be an everyday NHL defenseman. Medium top 6 potential. I think I'd give him like high top 6. He's a second round pick. Low top 4. Probably more fair, honestly. I don't think I'm being too much of a homer here. Edmonton Oilers up next. Of course, Evander Kane now on the team. One thing I did was took away his X factors to make it not so crazy. They got him for free. Like, look at that contract too. Try to like do something with like the whole chemistry or whatever. Especially if you're playing franchise with morale off. Tyson Barrie here, down from 86 to 84. This is a lot more fair for him because he's really good offensively, which you can see 89 offensive awareness. Still really good hands, shot. Defensive awareness, 85. Yeah, like you could even lower that a bit more, but definitely more of a fair rating on him. Clefbaum, I'm glad they didn't touch because it'd be kind of stupid to touch an injured guy. Bouchard 82. He got a +1. He was an 81 before. Let's see. Yamamoto's still an 80, which I think is a little low. Yamamoto should be like at least an 81. Looking at the rest of these guys, Tyler Benson 78. I think he was that rating before. Where is McLeod? Still a 77. He should probably be like a 78 or a 79. I think if they're gonna have him at low top 6. Broberg had high top 4 before him. Now medium top 4. I think with that rating and age, that's probably fine. Florida Panthers here. Jonathan Huberdeau got a +1 now at 91. Last I checked, I think he's first in NHL in points. I forget, like obviously kind of going back and forth between him and McDavid. Reinhardt's up to an 86. Duclair, they're 85. He was an 84 before, but of course he's played very well for the Panthers. Bennett's still an 82. I think I'd give Bennett like an 83. Lundell's an 82 there. Obviously showing why he's a very good player. Like he's getting third line minutes for the Panthers, still doing well. Mason Marchman 81. I think it's a bit of an upgrade as well. Owen Tippett there 80. I think Joe Thornton might have gotten dropped down to 80 here. I feel like he should have still like 90 passing though, and just kind of lower like speed. Definitely, maybe I don't know if he should still have 90 strength at his age. Looking at everybody else here, Ulevi low top 4. That's good. I think they had him at medium top 4 before. Panthers obviously, they're a pretty stacked team. Drew Doughty 88. I think a little bit high still. Adrian Campe up to 84. The dude was an all-star. Let's see. Looking at everybody else here, Anderson Walker might have gotten slight upgrades. Trevor Moore down 80. He was in the 70s last I checked. Alex Turcotte, Byfield still 78, medium elite. So yeah, I don't think too many changes there for the Kings. Minnesota Wild here. Kaprizov's now at 90. Personally, I would have probably kept him at 88, maybe made him an 89, but then changed the potential to high elite. That way he'd kind of grow a bit more in his like last 3 years of growth in franchise. Because 90's kind of insane. Like Huberdeau's a 91, Barkov's a 90. Like who's a really good player? Panarin's a 92. I don't know. Kaprizov is very good. maybe I'm kind of underselling him. Spurgeon there, 86. He could be like an 87, I think. Zuccarello, 85. I think that's a +1 from 84. Brodin, 84 is still very underrated. One of the better defensive defensemen in the league. Should be at least an 86, I think. Hartman's now an 82. Greenway's gone down a bit, 81. Not playing as well. Matthew Boldy here, finally in the game, and they gave him a boost. He's an 81. He's come out great playing for the Wild, high top 6. Very similar to what I had my Matthew Boldy. Before me in the NHL, I think I had him like 75, 76, high top 6. And with how he's played to start his NHL career, I think 81 is more than fair. Looking at the rest of these ratings, Nico Sturm could definitely be in the 80s, like make him 80 or 81. I think 79 is a bit too low for him. Everyone else looks good. Montreal Canadiens, Shea Weber should definitely be, 70 overall with like a $700K contract. Since he's basically LTIR retired, I don't think he's coming back. Nick Suzuki, Habs fans are going to hate this. I think he should probably be high top 6. I think with medium elite, I've noticed in franchise, he becomes like a 91, 92. I don't know if he has that ceiling. Gallagher, they've downgraded to 84 from 85. Same with Petrie, Dvorak, Anderson. I think Hoffman was an 84. Duran's the same. I want to say Edmondson's the same. Savard, I think he is the same as well. Sherratt, Kulak. Kulak might have been a 79. Perot's down 1 from an 80 to a 79. Romanov, Lekin the same. Caulfield, they dropped a couple. Was 81, now 79. He was in the AHL for a bit, so it's really hard to argue that. Definitely still deserves the medium elite. Byron here, of course, should have higher speed and maybe a bit higher rating. Same with Evans. He should probably be like a 79 or something. Pitlick, of course, they got back into Foley. Palin should be medium top 6. They got Clegg there, who probably shouldn't be medium top 4 on waivers. Probably like a low top 4. National Predators here. Forsberg, 87 now. I believe he was 86. Duchesne's 86. He started out the year like 83. They bumped him to 85. Now 86. I don't know. Like, Duchesne had a rough last year. I think it's tough to say. I would definitely not boost Duchesne any more than 86. I think 85 is fine for him. And then, like, Granlund, I'd probably have 84 because they both had tough last year. Santio Hansen. Again, a lot of recency bias here with these ratings. Fabro, Myers, Kunin. G-Not there up to an 80, having a pretty solid rookie season. Tolvanen should not be medium elite. He should be like low elite, medium top 6. I'd probably go medium top 6 so he has the value. Tomasino there. Next up here, the Devils. So I know Jack Hughes is now at 85. I think he's well deserved, but I'd have that medium elite. I think high elite should be reserved for like the really like top echelon of players. Just for Bratt now at 84. He deserves that as well. Subban 83 is probably still a little bit too high. Zaka there 83. I think that's an upgrade. I want to say he was 81, 82. Ty Smith 83 I think is also a bit of an upgrade. Same with Janssen. He was like an 80. Sharangovich, Wood, Kukkonen. I think these are all pretty much the same. Siegenthaler could probably be a bit higher than a 77. A lot of these guys here, low 70s, probably only like got called up during injuries and stuff. If they've established a spot in the lineup, I feel like they need to be at least like a 76. Islanders here, Pelech, Polak, both 86s. Bailey 83, I think that's a downgrade from 84. Same with Lee. 83 is pretty tough for him, I think. Troy 82, definitely a bit too high rated. I don't think the Bruins are letting him go if he's still that good. He should probably be like an 80 max. Palmieri, they're down to 81 from 83. He's not having a great season. It's tough to really argue with that. Parise 79. Was he 79 already? I think he was. I'm trying to remember the last roster update. So Islanders there, I'd probably change a couple things. The Rangers, Panarin, Fox. So Fox is 1 overall below Makar, and he only has medium elite opposed to high elite. I'd probably give Fox high elite, but I would leave him at 90. I think Makar is just slightly better. Zibanejad 88. I think that might be a slight upgrade. Maybe it's the same. Kreider 86 is an upgrade. Was an 85. Strom 85 should probably be like an 84. And Lindgren there is up to an 82. Lafreniere, they downgraded 81. I did the same. I like him, but he just hasn't performed well enough, I think, to be an 82 still. Looking at the rest of these guys, Goudreau could probably be like an 81. Condre Miller could actually be in the low 80s as well. Sammy Blais. I still don't really get that trade they made for Buchnevich. I probably butchered his name. I can never say it right. The rest of these here look to be pretty decent. Ottawa Senators up next. Thomas Chabot, 87. He should honestly probably be higher, like 88. Bathman's up to an 86. They give him a +1. Brown, Norris. Stutzla, I'd probably have 82. I think 83 might be a bit high on him this early. Let's see. Nick Paul, 80, I think is a bit of an upgrade. Brandstrom, 80, medium elite. He should be like a medium top 4. I don't really think he's got that medium elite potential anymore. Look at the rest of these, though. They look pretty good. Philadelphia Flyers up next. Sean Couturier, 88. Drew, 87. Could be traded. I might make a video like seeing would everyone have to trade for him? I'm glad they haven't touched Ellis. The dude's been injured all year. I hate when like a guy's injured and they downgrade him. It's the dumbest thing ever. Konechny, I think, was 85. Farabee there, I'd probably have medium top 6. Bunch of 84 forwards. Yandel 83, he should probably be a bit lower, but still really good offensively, kind of like Barry. Wrist line 83s, maybe a bit high. I know a lot of like analytic people hate him. Let's see, the rest of these ratings here. Cam York 77, Morgan Frost. Don't look too bad. Next up here, Pittsburgh Penguins. So I think the top guys are all the same ratings. Brian Rust still an 85. Honestly, he's played well enough when he's healthy. He could be an 86 if Kotry's being made an 88. Evan Rodriguez there, now an 82. He's having a really good season. Jason Zucker's down to 82. I believe he was 84. Dumoulin, Matheson, Marino, all 82s. I think that's what they were in the last roster updates. Like, they're all the same or whatever. Look at the rest of the guys there, pretty similar. San Jose Sharks, Timo Meier now an 87. I think that's well-deserved. Carlson, Burns there, both 86s. I think that's where they were at. I just added some X factors to both of them. Ferraro there and make high top 4 so he grows a bit faster. Barbanov, 81. Actually playing like in their top 6, so can't really argue that. Dahlin there, 79. Might be an upgrade, might be the same. The rest of the guys, they're all pretty low rated. Sal Kraken here. So Giordano still 86. Gord 84, Eberle, Schwartz, Larson. Tons of like 84s there. Looking at the rest of the Kraken here, I feel like they haven't really changed ratings too much. I'm not noticing really anything standing out to me. Fleury shouldn't be medium elite. He should be a medium top 4. Other than that, though, they look pretty fine. Next year, St. Louis Blues. Kyrou's now an 87. Same rating as Tarasenko. I mean, he was an all-star. That's pretty crazy rating. Again, very recency bias. I'd probably have him at 86. Like, Buchnevich is also having a great season. I think they should probably be the same rating. Tarasenko's proven himself more to be that higher rating. Let's see. The rest of them there. Thomas was already 85. Was Perron an 86? Down to 85? I think they dropped him by 1. Sots 82, he could honestly be up 1, I think, to like an 83. Let's see, Costin there only a 77. Alright, Tampa Bay Lightning up next. Hedman, Kucherov, Stammer, all look the same. What's going on here? I think this is a mistake. I don't know how it happens. Like, I don't know. I feel like they're not just manually doing it. They must have like a computer that does it. Somehow they accidentally gave Braden Point low elite. That's the only explanation here. Braden Point should honestly have high elite. He's got 2 years left to grow. Yeah, the exact opposite of low elite. It should be high. Kaloran's an 85 now. I believe he was 84. He's the same rating as Platt, though. Strelly 84 should also be an 85, I think. Chernak they fixed, and the last rating finally make him an 83. The rest of these guys here look pretty decent. Toronto Maple Leafs up next. Matthews there, 92 overall, medium franchise. Wow. So I think, is he like the 5th highest rated guy? McKinnon's 93. Dreisaitl's a 94, McDavid's 95, but then Crosby and Ovechkin are also 93, so I think that makes Matthews 6th highest rated. Honestly, Matthews should probably be a 93. I think he's actually underrated here. Glad to see that he's got the franchise potential. Marner there, Riley 88 got bumped up from 87, so that's the weird thing I was saying before Shabbat. He should definitely be 88. I think he's just as good a defenseman as Riley, if not better. I don't know, Leafs fans might not want to hear that. Tavares 88, Neal 87 is pretty good. Muzzin. Brody should be higher. Brody should be at least 83, if not 84. Bunting got a nice upgrade now to 82. Obviously, he's having a great rookie season with the Leafs. Kind of funny. Like, him and Nelojevic both, you know, had a lot of games played last season, but they still qualify as a rookie. Look at the rest of the guys. Liljegren, of course, no longer medium elite. That's nice. Vancouver, JT Miller up to an 88. I believe he was 87 before. Hughes there's an 87. Ekman Larson still 86 is too high. He should be an 84 max. I honestly watched him play this year, maybe like 83. Besser 85 is fine. Peterson down to an 85. This is a bit harsh in my opinion. I know he's not having the best year, but he was so good the year before, and you kind of just know like who the good players are. He's a better player than Connor Garland. He's a better player than Ekman Larson. How is Ekman Larson higher rated than Peterson? Like I said, Ekman Larson should be 83 or 84. Peterson should be at least 86, if not 87. But I would lower him from high elite to medium elite. I think that'd be more fair. Horvat there, 85. I think they downgraded him as well. Myers still too high at 83. He should be like 81. Hollander looks good there. The rest of these guys, put Coles in. Shen, I think, is actually having a decent season. Could maybe make him like 78 or 79. Ferlin there, I think, is LTIR. So, looks good. Vegas here, Jack Eichel, 91, high elite. I was really struggling to make him medium elite, high elite. I think Eichel should be high elite, but maybe have his like durability low, which they have at 85. Petrangelo, Stone, definitely Shea Theodore should be like an 88 or 89. Stevenson, I think, got another upgrade from 84 to 85. You guys let me know last time he deserved the 84, and he's up again. Nick Hague, I think, 82, a bit of an upgrade there. Looking at everyone else here. Nolan Patrick, a 79. I like him, but he's definitely looking like a bit of a bust, unfortunately. The rest of the guys there look fine. Washington Capitals, I mentioned Ovi, 93 overall. Carlson, 90. Again, I think he could be a little bit lower, just make sure his offensive stats stay the same. Backstrom, Kuznetsov. Wilson, 86. I want to say he was 85. Medium top 9 for 86. Pretty funny. Oshie, Mantha there. Washington's looking pretty similar. Not really noticing any changes yet. McMichael still 78 there. Now, Fairview here at 78 is definitely a little bit low. Should probably be like an 80. Winnipeg Jets, Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, they swapped ratings. Connor now 90, Scheifele now 89. Wheeler's gone down to 86 from 87, which I think is fair for him. Kopp's gone down to 85. They really jumped the gun, making him 86. Again, too much recency bias. Dubois could probably be an 86, I think. And also should have medium elite as well. The rest of the Jets here, let's see. I'm trying to find rating changes. DeMello should be an 80. Tushnikov 78 there. Perfetti 77 medium elite, that's the same. Stanley could probably be like 78, 79. Little, LTIR retired. So that's it, guys, for the NHL players. I'll quickly show you the goalies here as well. Obviously going to point out any changes I noticed. Vejmelka's now a 79. He was a lot lower. He should probably be their highest rated goalie since he gets most of their starts. Allmark 85, Swayman 83. I think that's exactly what I did. I swear. Sometimes I think someone at EA's watched some of my rating videos. Calgary Flames, Markstrom up to a 90. Low starter potential. He's having a great season. I don't really mind the high-rated goalies either because I usually have Sim Engine scoring set to high, so the high-rated goalies kind of make up for that. Anderson 89 might be a little high. I mean, Jack Campbell beat him out for the starting job. We'll see later that Campbell's obviously lower rated here than Anderson. Rant to 84. Blackhawks, Fleur 89, Lankin 80. I think that's fine. Kemper 86, Francouz 84. Kemper hasn't been the best for Colorado, but Francouz 84 is a little high, I think. Lincoln's 84, Korpisalo 81. I'd probably give them both a +1, like 85, 82. Dallas here, so Andres finally in the NHL opposed to the AHL. Low starter, even though he's like literally in a tandem with Holtby and going to be their future starter. That's so stupid. Like, make him medium starter at least. I have a medium elite. I don't think that's unrealistic. He's literally a first-round pick goalie. He's still young, too. Like, goalies usually, make the NHL later. He's only 22. So, yeah, the ratings are fine. He should be medium elite. Ben Bishop, you can see they've added to LTI retired because he's announced his retirement, so that's good. I did the same. Milojevic there, I think, could be an 85, honestly, and Grice 82, so similar to Columbus. Smith, Koskinen, and Skinner, I think that's fine. For the Panthers here, Bobrovsky 87. He's definitely bounced back here. The LA Kings, Peterson, Quick. They're splitting games, so both 83s is fine. You could even maybe do both 84s. Talbot and Kakinen both 82 is definitely low. Talbot made the All-Star game. I know that's not, like, everything, but yeah, they should at least both be 83s, probably both 84s, and maybe, like, Talbot 84, Kakinen 83. Price 90, he's been injured, so we don't want to lower him. Allen 82, Montembeault 79, I like those. Nashville here, Saros 88, finally getting some respect. They might have even thrown some X factors on him too. I think Saros could be 89. I think he's a better goalie than Anderson. Blackwood 85. He hasn't really had the best season. Could probably be like 84. Islanders here, Varlamov and Sorokin 87, 86. I think they should be the same rating. So either both 86, both 87s. Sheshurkin there is up to a 90. That's crazy. Georgiev's down to 81. I think he could have stayed 82. Murray, Forsberg's up a bit. Probably have Murray like an 81. Hart and Jones the same. Jerry's down 86, having a great year. Would definitely not, rate him higher than that, though. Again, too much recency bias. Reimer 84, Hill 80, I think that's fine. I can't believe they gave up a second-round pick for an 80 overall goalie. Grubauer, 83, so he's gone down quite a bit. He doesn't look as good on Seattle as he did on Colorado. I think a lot of people saw that coming. Drieger's also dropped, and they have pretty good defense in front of them. Bennington down to 84. He's also struggling this year. Husso up to an 82. I think that's fair, and, if the season keeps going on, they're going to be tied eventually, and then maybe Husso will be higher rated. Vasilevsky there, still 93, best goalie in the league. Campbell there, 85. If Anderson's an 89, Campbell needs to be at least an 86, and I think it'd make more sense for Anderson to be like an 87. They got to bridge that gap. You got to kind of look at it with perspective. Mrazek's gone down a bit there to 83 because he is the backup. Demko to 88, good to see, very good goalie. Leonard, Brossois, I think are the same. And then Vanacek, now the Serena, Samsonov, both 83s. I think before Samsonov was 84, Vanacek 82. And then Winnipeg here, Hellebuck and Comrie are the same ratings. So the goalie ratings, a lot of changes there, honestly, on the goalie ratings. I think most of them are pretty good. Again, guys, what I could tell, junior leagues, European leagues, no rating changes, just like roster moves and stuff. I'll show you two. Tuukka Rask, of course, announced his retirement, so he is no longer in free agency, which is good because whatever team signed him got a huge boost. I also noticed too, Eric Stahl gone down to a 78. But overall, I think most of these rating changes were good. I think just kind of the biggest issue they run into is too much recency bias. Like, yes, the guy's having a really good season this year, but I like to look at like the past 3 years and kind of average it out that way. Let me know what you guys think about these rating changes in the comment section below. As always, too, if you guys don't like these ratings, I've got my roster on Xbox Series X. It's like the Tactics HD roster. I think it's second most downloaded behind Tugi's. Check those ones out if you want something new. If you're on other consoles, there's some other really good roster to check out on the roster share. But that's going to do it, guys, for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button down below. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.